Oh. So I got a problem in my Model X. Never thought I would fix my Tesla with a duct tape. So this is going to be an epic trip in Tesla Model X from Toronto to Florida. All the way from Canada to Florida, 2,000 kilometers in Tesla Model X. Stay with us and see how the trip goes. Alright, so here's how it looks in the back. We have one big bag, one small bag, water and some other stuff, and then most of this stuff here. So this is all full, and this is the stuff in the front. So right now it's showing the first supercharger to be Cheektowaga, which is in New York, right after crossing the US border, and it is saying that we will reach there with 37% remaining battery. So let's find out how much will it be on the first supercharger stop. It took a little bit longer at the border than expected. There was a line, our line was moving very slow, but the officer was actually...
Now turn left onto Hamilton Street.
But the officer was actually really cool. All he asked us was about our Tesla, and that's pretty much it. He was curious to know how the supercharging worked and how long we had to stay at each supercharger. But that's pretty much it. So about 10 minutes to the first supercharger. Alright, so the first thing you have to do when you enter US is like this video. Alright, I'm just kidding. So first thing you have to do is change from kilometer to miles. Alright, so we are at our first ever supercharging. Alright guys, so I'll show you quickly how the supercharging works. This is our first supercharging. We haven't done it before. Just remove this cable, press the button, plug it in. It is right now green. So that's what you need. Go in the car and check what it shows. So this is right now charging at a little under 90 kilowatt. I think the reason is because we are already around 40%. This will have to be in the positive for us to continue to our next supercharger. And this is saying that it will take around 25 minutes to charge, so we can reach our next supercharger, which is Erie, Pennsylvania. Right now 10 more minutes. I'm just chilling and taking a sun bath here. We charged it up to 77%. It got a real slow charge in the end. It's very cold, so we wanted to keep at least 15% buffer. It's still minus 10 degrees Celsius, so we're just gonna keep. So we have 30 miles left. The temperature is still minus 9 degrees Celsius. The speed limit is 65. We put it on autopilot for a max of 80. And this is how we are tracking right now. All right, stop number 2. There is a Courtyard by Marriott, and there's also a Hilton Garden Inn here. And there's a bunch of grocery stores. There's one food market over there. Aldi, I think Aldi. So let's plug in the car. So looks like it's ramping up right now. Alright, so a little bit better now, 91, 92. We have added around 50 miles. I don't know whether you can hear. The fans are running all the way to the high. I think it's to keep the battery cool. Alright, charging is done. The next stop, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 12% remaining state of charge. I think that should be enough for us to continue. Alright guys, so that's our Model X charging. A bunch of Tesla stalls here. There are some restaurants, McDonald's, and there's a gas station. You can get some coffee and all here. Overall, very nice location. This is Grove City, Pennsylvania. So it was actually showing 12% remaining battery, but as we reached here it was 11%, so not that bad actually. Alright guys, we just reached at Morgantown, West Virginia. We are the only one charging here. This is a Sheetz, again a gas station, convenience store, and we are the only one charging here. About 15 minutes remaining, a very quick charge. Alright, it is 10% remaining to our next destination. I think it should be good enough to start now.
Why
Now
it's still saying time remaining 10 minutes?
because it wants us to reach there with more margin, but I think we are okay with 11% margin. So it's saying you should have more margin, but we don't need more. And this costed us $6.75. The time right now is around 11:20, and then we are gonna call it a night. The video will continue in the morning. There is a hotel right opposite of this Sheetz gas station. We're just gonna stay there for the night and continue our journey tomorrow morning. So I got a problem in my Model X last night. It's to do with this front window, the passenger side window. So the problem is when you press the button to open the door, the glass is supposed to come down and then the door opens. But for some reason the glass is not coming down. I think maybe because yesterday it was all frozen, a lot of ice on the car, so maybe it has decalibrated. See, it doesn't open all the way. One of the reasons is that this glass is not coming down, so you'll see that it's still touching the chrome here, and then when you close, the glass is touching the chrome. Alright, so we've started from West Virginia. I charged in the morning. I think maybe that was a mistake because the temperature was minus 12 degrees and the battery was really cold. It took a really long time to charge, much longer than expected. So I think I should have charged in the night when we reached here. Alrighty, so it predicted 11% and it's spot on at 11%, total of 110 miles. Doing good. And we have an F-150 parked at the Tesla charger, but the good thing is that he's not going to impact our charging speed. Again, we are at Sheetz, and also looks like there is a good shopping mall here. We have a JCPenney, PetSmart, and a bunch of other shopping options here. Alright, we are in Whitwell, Virginia. It is 5th or 6th supercharger stop. I've already lost the count. I don't know which one is this, but I can't seem to find it. It's supposed to be right here at the Days Inn, but I
Now
don't.
your destination is on the left.
Destination is on the left. Maybe let's go to the other side over there. Hard to find. There are no signs or anything. So I'm getting this weird issue. You see, there is a gap between the door and the glass. It's not closing all the way up. And see what happens when I press on the door. When I press on the handle here, this will come down even further. Okay, it came down further. See, now the gap is around 3 inches. If I press it again, it will come down further. So it keeps coming down. It keeps coming down. See, the window is halfway down here. Driving a Tesla cross country and without any trouble seems not possible, and that's exactly what happened. We are in a big problem. So this window is not closing, and driving on a highway with just above freezing temperatures is a little difficult. So the switch is not working and the glass window is not going up. I actually called the roadside assistance. They said that you can drive the car with this, so they can't help me in this case. There is a service center nearby, but they can't take me in, so I have no other option. There's only one thing that will come to rescue, is a duct tape. Luckily I carried a duct tape with me, so I'm just gonna see if I can fix this window with the duct tape. So we tried driving with this on a highway, and it's actually it makes the whole car very cold and noisy because of the wind noise and all. Alright guys, I never thought I would fix my Tesla with a duct tape, and here is the temporary solution. There is no other way I can keep the window up, so I just put some duct tape. I'm planning to go to the nearest service center anyways, just talk to them, explain them the situation, and see if they want to help me or not. In this leg of our journey, we started with a 6% range buffer. It's actually around 6 right now, but from time to time when we go over 75 miles an hour, we get a warning that stay below 75 miles to reach. We are trying to keep it under 75. Car will actually tell you when it thinks that you cannot reach, and it will give you ways to reduce your energy usage by reducing your speed, which is very good. We have done about 68 miles and around 49 miles are remaining, and we were initially tracking at 5 or 6% remaining battery, so that was our buffer, which has improved to 11%. And one of the reason I think is because the temperature has improved a little bit. It was around 2 degrees at that time, now it's 7 degrees. So I think because of that, it is consuming way less energy than it initially predicted, so we can actually go a little bit faster. Okay, look at that guys, initially it was showing 5% and we reached here at 13%. And this looks like a good location, a bunch of grocery stores, a food market, pharmacy and pizza store. I'm at Charlotte Tesla right now. Tons of Teslas here, and the service center seems to be closed, so I highly doubt they're gonna do anything, but doesn't hurt to try. The final update is that nothing worked out, so the advisor came himself, tried to fix it. He was not a technician, so he couldn't do anything. They don't have any technicians work on Saturdays. The only option is we reach in Orlando on Monday and then maybe try on Monday. I asked them if they could keep the car here, give me a loaner, and then maybe I'll pick up this car in a few days when I'm on the way back to Toronto, but they said not possible. Hopefully nobody tries to break into our car, just cut the duct tape and then get into our car. So I will have to park my car where the duct tapes are not visible, I guess. So we are at Charlotte Torrington charging station. So there are 5 stalls here, 2 more Model 3 charging, and looks like this is a good place. We're just gonna have our dinner here. Alright guys, so dinner here is done. While we were having our dinner, the car got charged to 85%. Now we are leaving for our hotel, which is in South Carolina, and I found a hotel which has a Tesla destination charging. I called them to check whether they had an open spot and whether they can reserve it for me. So they told me that they are reserving it for me, so I went ahead and booked the hotel. Going to be around 3 hours and 30 minutes of drive, including 1 supercharger stop on the way.
Let your words cut.
Alrighty, this is the Columbia, South Carolina supercharger. At this point I've completely lost the count of how many superchargers we have used, but this is Hilton Gardens Hotel and this is the Tesla supercharger. There are 8 stalls here at this supercharger. We will most likely just stay here for another 20 minutes or so and then continue to our hotel. So finally reached at the hotel after a very long drive. Alrighty, Tesla charger. car got full charge in the night. We have not full but a little over 90%, so 215 miles. We are ready to depart. Hey guys, come on, let me show you something really cool. On a tree.
Yeah, I already saw that.
No, but have you used it?
Are we allowed?
Yeah. It doesn't say don't use or you can't sit.
But it's so hot.
Okay, I'm gonna... Next stop, Kingsland, Georgia. This is absolutely crazy. We have done 73 miles and 68 miles remaining. Little over halfway done. Initial estimate of buffer was 5% and now we are up to 18%. I think Tesla is pretty conservative at the beginning of the trip. We are doing 10% above the posted limit. At 70 we are doing 77. The buffer has increased from 5% to 18%. Alrighty, let's see what we get here. So right off the bat, 78, 9, it's increasing. Two things, because the battery is warm and the outside temperature is really good. Bunch of hotels here. There's a La Quinta Inn, Hampton Inn. There's actually an IHOP right behind this one. Popeyes, and there's some gas stations, and there's a police station here as well. A little over 15-minute charge, and we have a 10% buffer. That's the Tesla charger. A ton of cars charging here, but we have one. Looks like we have one spot. This looks like a really slow charge because there's one more guy who pulled in, so we have all the stalls being used right now. An hour and 45. Oh no, it just reduced to 55. Not bad. I think it will come down to around 15-20 minutes, I'm sure. And then we'll be good to continue over to Orlando. So the last leg of our journey, this time we started with 7% buffer to Orlando. Let's see what is the buffer when we reach there. I think it's going to be better than 7%. What do you guys think? Our destination, Legacy Vacation Resorts, Orlando. I'll just give you the weather report. It's 29 degrees Celsius. Time to charge the car, and they have a Tesla destination charger, which is great. After 2,000 kilometer road trip, you need one thing and one thing only: hot jacuzzi.
They like daddy.
Hey guys, right now I am at the Magic Kingdom Disney, and just want to give you an update. Yesterday I got a call from mobile service from Tesla that they can actually come here tomorrow in the morning around 8:30 or 9. So I'll see how it goes. Alright guys, a little bit of update. So the Tesla mobile technician is just leaving, so he saw the car. He unfortunately did not have the part, so he thinks the regulator is broken. So he's gonna go to the Tesla parts, get that regulator, come back in about 2 hours. So unfortunately My day today, my vacation plan for today is kind of ruined. I had to go to Disney again because I'm here with my kids for a Disney vacation, so I can't go to Disney today. But this is what it is. This is life. So this is finally fixed. They replaced the broken regulator with the brand new one, and this guy helped me a lot. All good now. I can finally drive it back to Canada, hopefully without any more issues. And I am happy that they at least fixed it, even if it was delayed by a couple of days. That's totally understandable. Like, they have their prior appointments and everything. See, if it were any other car, a Mercedes, BMW, or Lexus, or any other, even a Honda, and if it is a Canadian car and you're driving that in the US, and anything breaks down, even if your car is in warranty, they wouldn't cover it in warranty, because they only have country specific warranties. Like, they don't have Canadian warranty that works in the US, or US that works in Canada. So for Tesla, I think it's a great thing, and especially when you buy a used Tesla, a CPU Tesla, which comes with a warranty. Like, I bought the car less than 1 month ago, and then I needed warranty. I asked the mobile service guy. He said it would be like $400 to $500 to replace the regulator if it was out of warranty. So that's $500 saved right there. If I bought a used Tesla from a private party or from another dealer, then I would be paying that money. So that's actually a great feature, a great benefit of buying a CPO directly from Tesla with warranty.